The recommendations by the committee, one of them is that we should annually be giving UBC 30 billion as directed by the president. Another one is that there was a supplementary of 24 billion, it should be released. You remember in this parliament, we even authorized the borrowing. At the time, the UBC and Uganda Television merged. If I recall, I can be corrected. But if I recall, we authorized the borrowing of up to 70 billion. Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank you, the committee should have helped Parliament by looking at the audience sharing per station in Uganda. If you go to Kenya, the public broadcaster, KBC, first of all, they are dominated by Citizen at 10%. The rest of the radio stations, Kiss and so on and so forth. The private broadcaster is relegated among others. Their audience has become so minimal. You need to look at the audience sharing, because you will even be contradicting bills and acts of Parliament. Because in all the acts that we are passing here, there is a standard section, advertise in the media of wide public saturation. That's how decision is illegal now. It's not just a directive of the president. And that's why even the directive that whoever wants advert should get them through UBC was against the statutory establishment. So I like UBC, having grown up listening to only one radio station. But we need to live in the time. With the exception of BBC, I think public broadcasting is dying in the world. People no longer listen. If I ask the colleagues here, who uses UBC as his main source of news? Here. You you may find one or two. But also you need to understand that the media landscape is changing. Newspapers are closing. Radio stations, the audience is going down, because now the phone that you hold in your hand has become the main source of information. So I am hesitant, Mr. Speaker. I like UBC. I want it to leave. We can even use it for other purposes. But I am hesitant to recommend as Parliament that we give them 30 billion shilling annually. We give them another 24 billion in supplementary that was not released, when the figures about these studies have not been displayed here. I would rather, and I had made the recommendation, like Honorable Katundu, I chaired the committee on Kosase at one stage, and I compared UBC with the New Vision. New Vision, before privatization, was 100% owned by government, but it was run properly. And I said, if we have trouble with UBC, why don't you just transfer it under now the rationalization and merge it with New Vision? Because even New Vision is still, the public stake in New Vision is high. We don't pass money here for New Vision. If New Vision is run properly and UBC is not run properly, just rationalize the UBC, take it to New Vision and get the good managers there to run it. Instead of recommending that you keep pumping their money. Finally, Mr. Speaker, compared to, you see, there are things that you can hide. Public broadcasting has become almost obsolete, old. It is like old people dying here to continue looking young. I was telling my neighbor here that at the age like of President Museveni, even if you die here, you will continue looking old. So public broadcasting has become obsolete and old. And we need to take a decision as Parliament. Thank you very much, UBC, for the work that you did. We retire you and then go to the new order of the digital communication. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Now, Honorable colleague, that's why Honorable Ssemuju took an option of removing all his hair. can take that option. Yeah. Yes, I had allowed the Honorable Nsibambi.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I just want to thank